Welcome back. It's Inspiring the Power You. Thanks for joining me. I am Jennifer Clifford, author, intuitive coach, and energy healer, and also your fellow empath. So thanks for joining me again. We're going to talk about today. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to stop saying what I'm going to talk about in the next videos. Reason being that I've done a few videos now, and each time I try to prepare for the video, something else comes in. So as I'm doing this, my own ability to tap into an energy that's bigger than me is bringing messages to me. And this channel is all about years and years of experience that I've had, what I've learned, what I've gone through, and want to help you through your process. Obviously, it's about healing. It's healing the empath in you. It's healing from toxic relationships. But I don't want to be the noise in the room. I want to bring you deep insight, spiritual insight, that real core stuff that is going to amplify you as an empath and get you there quicker. That is the whole purpose of why I'm doing this. So the first full moon is coming in on the 3rd, and 3rd being Tuesday. And the energy of this moon, a lot of people will be talking about courage and change and letting go. And that's all relevant in this energy that's coming in. But I wanted to talk about humans and non-humans in this energy that's coming in. Like the energy that's coming in from the moon is not really opening up a path for you. It's kind of building, or it's echoing the courage that you already have built in yourself, but you have probably forgot or disconnected from it. So it's kind of coming back in now, and it's kind of knocking on the door and saying, I'm back, I'm here. But when we have to go back to a place of courage, we also have to let go of stuff. And this energy is for all old pain, for everybody. And it's not going to just illustrate for human hearts. It's also going to bring in an energy for animals to release old pain too. So I want to share a story. It's not a story, it's something that happened, but share it with you, and for you to kind of understand where I'm going with this. So I had a particular client, but it was a horse. And it was probably one of my most life-changing sessions with a horse, because it taught me so much about how much we can hold all pain and the damage it can do to us in our bodies, and the whole point of how extreme we can do this, and so can animals. So I went to do this, give a healing to a horse, and the horse had, it seemed like, back issues, and it kept kind of like bucking when the rider was going to go over a jump or whatever, and the saddle had been checked. And if you know about horses, all these things that you check first. And obviously she had seen a vet, and basically there was nothing really showing up to indicate it was a specific problem. So the owner of the horse asked me to come along and have a look. So during the session, the energy between me and the horse was highly intense. I mean, for moments of that, or period of that time, given the healing, I probably we had an outer body experience or exchange. And it got so intense, which I wasn't actually, it didn't say that I wasn't present, but I wasn't noticing what was going on. I was feeling a lot. And it got so intense that I started to feel like I was having a panic attack. So I pulled away from the horse, and then when I looked at the horse, he was sweating from head to toe, like just pumping sweat. But he seemed calm, he seemed relaxed, but yeah, he was absolutely sweating. So I kind of finished off the hill and kind of gathered myself together, and kind of everything then that I had felt from the horse and things, a lot of it was emotional. And the owner came back, explained what happened, and we took the horse from the stables, and he couldn't walk. I mean, every muscle or every bone in his body had been hurting, and the healing had released that and allowed that pain to come up. So, reason I'm telling you the story is because this moon is about releasing old pain, and you will be surprised how much you can hold in your body without even knowing it. Because when you come so used to burying stuff, then you don't even know. You could be having lots of different physical symptoms and you relate it to something else, and it really can come from an old pain, an old trauma inside you. Now, that particular horse, it was nothing to do with the owner, because if anybody knows anything about horses, most people get them secondhand. Unless you're a breeder or something like that, or your horse has had a fall, most times you will get a horse maybe 5, 6, 10 years old, so it's had a past. And this obviously was the case with this particular horse, had been very badly treated previous to this new owner taking the horse on. So in that there has been past. So things like that. That's why I want to, for any of you who have horses, any of you who have dogs, cats, whatever, anything that's come to you and has a past, probably has a trauma in them. And this energy coming in from this moon is to release that old pain. So that's why I wanted to think about that. So on that night, if you do have animals and for yourself, is to think this is about releasing all pain, because we hold so much without realizing it. And times in the year like this one coming Tuesday arrive to kind of help us get it out. So on that night, or on that day, and then on the night, you will probably have, or you're maybe even having them now, where you are remembering things are coming up, and you're feeling a bit out of sorts. Well, this is the shift. This is the shift of bringing that old pain to the surface and letting go of it. And if you do have animals too, they could be particularly on that day, maybe a little bit hyper, because it's the universe is always going to deliver, and it's, if we accept it, it helps it, and if we don't, it'll pass us by. So this energy come in, and this is why this video is here, and this is why the message is there, so you're aware of what's going on, so you can grab it, use it, and rejuvenate yourself with this energy and let go of past pains. So on the night, it's like I said, you might feel, trust me on this, because when you're getting a healing, if you've ever had an energy healing from somebody, you will know that you can have sensations of like tingling in your body. And pretty much this is what this energy could bring up for you on the night. That you could be sitting peacefully and you might start to just get that sense of tingling in you. And that tingling is all energy releasing, and it's not like you're going to be tingling. It'll be slight, but if you do feel this is normal, you also may get echoes of past abuse. Okay, things might come into your head where you haven't thought about them for years, and maybe you don't even know what it actually means or why that thought come in. But I ask you to, if that is the case and that happens for you to sit with it and acknowledge it and really allow what it's trying to say to you to come in so you can let it go. Okay. I want you to, on the night, just remind, because if these things are happening, you're having these sensations or thoughts or emotions, I want you to kind of imagine that the moon's light is coming in, okay, and it's wrapping around you, yeah, and it's going to help you take away a lifetime, a weight, a life weight that you're carrying of fears, yeah, fears, hurt, pain, trauma. It's wrapping its light around you and it's helping you release them. Okay, so you can open your wings as such and you can set your heart free again. Okay, and this is the gift this energy is bringing to you. And guys, it's yours to take. Okay, and also for your pets or animals that you have, it's also for them. So do acknowledge that as empaths, we do have a way of energetically connecting with animals. So even if you don't think you do, you do. So just be aware of that. And if anything weird happens with any of your animals or yourself, or you feel any of these sensations, I would love to hear from you. So yeah, watch out for those things, okay? Watch out for the sparks in this moon, first moon, of the fire horse. Guys, I'm going to leave you with, as always, a little message for you for the night. I honor the courage inside of me. I will release what no longer serves. I open my wings and I rise in my own fire. Thank you for joining me again, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful Tuesday, a beautiful full moon, and I will see you next week. Thank you for listening.